Shalom, shalom. Call halal, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, RAWCHAA, QADASH. Let's give all praise to the Most High, name of His only begotten Son, in the name of the Holy Spirit. My name is Ibar from the Prophets in Babylon camp down here in Tampa, Florida. And I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who taught us His truth and sincerity. Peace and salutations to the whole elect scattered abroad. And as you see in the screen, there's a photo of a face in the smoke, and the smoke comes from the 911. The day those towers fell, which if you didn't know, it was an absolute inside job. Okay, no planes hit those buildings. Okay, it was really a planned demolition. You hear stories about how the guy who owned these towers, he took an insurance plan out, pretty much banked out on a lot of money like the day before or something like that. And then you hear stories about the elites that were, pretty much, they say the elites were in the building across, from these, or near these towers, drinking blood and, worshiping Satan, for this ultimate sacrifice, which it was a satanic sacrifice and a ritual. Okay, this right here was a satanic sacrifice, and I believe over 3,000 people died in these buildings. Okay, and that was all done purposely to further, bring in the Patriot Act and more, censorship and more, control over this country. Before this happened, there was no TSA. You didn't go get on the plane and get, um, a damn vasectomy, and you have to get a damn rectal, a rectal, you know, uh, you know, get a damn finger up your rectum, from the TSA. But all that happened because of this right here. And I want to say, what you see right here, man, and people have their different, thoughts about it, whatever. But this right here is spiritual wickedness in high places, man. The spiritual realm is real. All right. So when you have something like this, like I said, this was a satanic sacrifice. Okay, where a lot of people were sacrificed. That they were offered up. Into this fire of destruction. So obviously some demons are going to appear. And then there's many different clips and videos of faces in the smoke. The whole world watched this, man. All right. Not to mention the lie that came behind it. I remember I actually worked at a job one time, and I worked for this particular guy who was from New York, and his father actually died in the Twin Towers. He had a whole memorial, thing and everything, like a little podium, or whatever, for his father that died in these fires or whatever. And this guy was gun ho America. He was, but he didn't understand. He had all the movies on 9/11, all the proper. So lucky, I got a phone call. But yeah, so let's grab some scriptures real quick. Touching on this topic. I want to go to Ephesians chapter 6, verse 10. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of His might. So you got to understand that, hey, and it's something that I learned in the world. I was, like I always tell you, I was in that music industry stuff. I was making music and stuff. One thing I learned in the world, man, is Satan is real. Okay, the devil, demonic, um, demonic entities and powers are real. Okay, so I understood that if the devil is real, then the Most High must be real. Okay, and His Son Yahawashi, and that's what led me to this truth. Because I definitely met the devil. Okay, I had fucking deals on the table. I had motherfucking, a lot of stuff going on, when I was a young man, going into life, trying to make a name for myself, trying to garnish all this wealth, in many different ways, whether it was, acting or music, whatever. And I realized that, hey, man, the devil is real, bro. Okay, the devil is real, and if the devil is real, then the Lord and the Most High is real, and that's the power I want to fight for. I ain't want to take, Satan's side, so I forsook all that stuff. But it says, put on the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. Okay, and that's the whole point. You want to be able to stand against the wiles of the devil, because the devil is coming with all different types of attacks and tricks and snares. He's going to get many people. So we got to put on the whole armor of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, be fully submerged in the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. It says, because, hey, this right here was a monumental time in, American history, but worse and worse and worse things are coming. More death and destruction is coming, man. So it says, here's the point. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. So you're not actually going to war with individuals. You're going to war with these demons, man. We are battling against demons, which are pretty much, angels. These are intelligent angels. Okay. The Most High deals with both sides. He has the right hand side, which is Yahawashi and the holy angels. He has the left hand side, which is Hashatan and the demons. Okay. And the Most High deals with a balance. So we have to deal with both sides. Sometimes you may, be in the spirit, and other times you may be getting plagued, catching hell, demons fucking with you. It's a balance. It says, Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to withstand the evil day, and having done all, to stand. And that's the point. Scripture says, he that endureth to the end, the same shall be saved. We want to be able to withstand that evil day. It says, stand therefore, having your loins girt about with truth, and having on the breastplate of righteousness, and your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace. Okay. It says, above all, taking the shield of faith. It's all about faith, man. Do you truly believe in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, and what are you willing to do to further, the will of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai? It says, wherefore, wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked, and take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of the Most High. So, that's one point. Now let me go here. I thought about this. And it's crazy because the brother Ball just called me as I'm doing this video. That's why I had a phone call. He was telling me that he was just doing the video, and when he was doing the video, some guy, he was driving or whatever. Some guy had a road rage incident and was cussing him out in the rearview mirror. He looked in the rearview mirror, the guy was cussing him out, and he pretty much avoided it. And he pretty much, and then he said how that guy went and pretty much got in a fight with somebody else. So these are spirits created for vengeance. It says Ecclesiasticus, or the book of Sirach, chapter 39, verse 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance. So the Most High has created spirits just for his vengeance, just for his destruction, just for his wrath. Okay? It says, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. You see, so these demons, these spirits, they pour out their force and they appease the wrath of him that made them. You see? Let's read on. It says, fire and hail, famine and death, all these were created for vengeance, man. And that's what happened in those towers. You had a lot of fire, man. A lot of smoke. People, you had a choice, either burn to death or fall to your death. Burn to death or jump to your death. Which is fucking crazy, but that's the reality, man. All right, that is the reality. That is, the powers that be. All right. It says, teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword, punishing the wicked to destruction. Punishing the wicked to destruction, man. So that guy knew that I had worked for. His father had died in this fire, which he was a total demon. Turned out to be a total demon. And that was the judgment of the Lord. That was the vengeance of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. And we don't know. You don't know how he died. He probably either burnt to death. From he either choked out from the smoke and then burnt to death, or he probably jumped to his death. All right, but people always get touchy around this topic of this because, hey, you know, you know, it's a touchy situation, especially all the lives that were lost. But hey, your government did this, man. You know, this was the doing of your government. You had this guy Bush who was in when this happened. He was it was, like I said, it's a ritual. So he was at a school, you know, reading to kids. It had to be all Jake kids. Okay, he was talking about plane, kite, plane, and it was pretty much it was a ritual, bro. All right, I ain't gonna make this a whole shebang. You know, just something I just saw and I figured I'll touch on it real quick. You know, because hey, when I saw it, the spirit compelled me to speak on it. You know, so with that, be prepared. Let me grab this too before I go. It says Ephesians chapter 5 verse 15. See then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise. So you got to be, wise in these times of coming. So don't believe everything you see on the TV. Don't believe the propaganda. Pay attention. Do your research. It says redeeming the time because the days are evil. So we got to redeem this time. You know, with this time we do have, make the most of it, learn the most. Get as much edification as possible. It said because the days are evil, which means bad times. We come into some bad times and even worse times, man. It says, wherefore be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of Yahweh is, or Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is, man. So we have to understand what the will of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is and do that will so that Lord willing we can be able and, count it worthy to escape this death and destruction that's coming. Because the Lord is about to unleash spirits upon this earth, man. He's about to unleash demons upon this earth. And you're going to see shit like this. You're going to see people's houses on fire with them inside of it screaming. All you're going to hear is screaming and wailing. They can't get out. And then you're going to see these demons in the smoke. And Most High deals with both sides. So that's why you're going to learn to fear Yahawah, BAHASHAM, Yahawashi, man. With that being said, I'm going to say Shalom, Kwame Sharala, Abba, Praise, let's be edifying to the full elect. Shalom.